The Certified Negotiation Expert course really opened my eyes to some things that can go on during the negotiation process. Recently, I was negotiating the sale of a home. I was a listing salesperson, and the salesperson representing the buyer pulled a competitive bargaining tactic known as the nibble. The original offer came in at a price that was lower than my clients wanted, but with a 90-day closing that they were asking for. We counted the offer and were only $5,000 apart in price and agreeing on all other terms. Well, we agreed to split the difference. The offer came back to us with a final agreed upon price. Well, it was late in the evening, and by then everybody was tired and starting to feel the relief of having a deal in place, when suddenly the buyers were asking for a tighter closing date. They wanted to shorten it by 2 weeks. Well, my clients had not yet found a house and were hoping to avoid the prospect of being without a house for a while. It was a classical nibble. You think everything is settled and then, oh, by the way, we want the washer and dryer, or we want the fridge, or we want a shorter closing date. Had I taken the course, I would have recognized the competitive tactic for what it was and been stronger in advocating for my clients. After a very short discussion, my clients decided to take the risk of a tighter closing date rather than the risk of not being able to close the deal. We gave up the closing date that we wanted without getting more money for the house. Well, looking back on it, it was a mistake. If I had the negotiating planning guide at that time, I would have slowed things down and extended the deadline, dealing with it in the morning, because we had time on our side more so than the buyer. Also, most people are fresher in the morning, have had time to think things through, and are more likely to make better decisions. We also would have had time to do a more thorough assessment of our position, which was pretty good, being only 4 days on the market with other interests in the property. Well, the saying that you learn more from your mistakes than your successes is so true. This mistake motivated me to take the course to help me become the very best negotiator that I can be. As a professional, I owe it to my clients to have the very best tools and skills in place.